Alright, ladies and gentlefish, welcome back to the 2015 Motorsport.com Outdoor National Championship presented by Race Factory Gaming, a MX Simulator Professional Gaming Championship. My name is Kellen Brower, and I assume in a couple moments I might be joined by Moto Gogo, who is in the chat room, has talk power and all that nonsense, but has his microphone muted. Don't know if he knows that, but yeah. Anyway, 450 action coming to you here from Budds Creek. And right now we have the consolation race on the track. So give a quick check in chat, please, real quick, if anybody's here. Let me know that you can see and hear the stream. Right now we're looking at Cody Dar, the FamMX Race Tech ride. So he circulates in the race lead. Alright, somebody is saying they can't see the stream. I've got the stream up. Again, if you guys can't see, please, well, I mean, I guess I'm just talking nonsense at this point then if you guys can't see anything. I'll give it a minute and then type in chat if you guys still aren't seeing anything. Just cracked my third beer of the night. It's good times, Budds Creek. Kind of shedding a tear, not out there racing. The race that I won my only ever Race Factory Gaming Moto last year. Tear sniff. That's all good though. I really enjoy live streaming now. As you can tell, going back to racing 2 weeks ago wasn't the best idea. As soon as I came back to live stream, everything went to shit. And yeah, it was just not a good time. Alright, I'm going to type in chat because you guys aren't saying anything. Can you see the stream? And here. Question mark. And smiley face. Cool! People saying yes, that's what I would like to hear. Not trying to get you guys to interact with the chat or anything. Really, I'm just trying to figure out whether it's good or not. I mean, the consolation races are a really good time for me to test and make sure the stream is all good before we get the actual motos underway, because that's the real important stuff. So thank you, the Real 371, Any Game Gamer, L Turner 1128. MX Rider 228 and OWS 454 for letting me know the stream is all good. That is what I like to hear, guys. Thanks. So Neil Wells just got passed by Casey Ohlert, and the white flag is in the air right now. So Josh Reed, Cody Dar in transfer spots. Brent Dillingham and Nathan Nickerson are not. Nathan Nickerson has run the stream more or less, the official stream for Race Factory Gaming for the past 2-3 years. The official stream in 2013 was actually a Twitch RF channel, and then the 2012 stream was a livestream.com RF channel. But Nickerson has been streaming all of those on his own channel, which is This Is Def on YouTube, so be sure to check those out. I know he posts videos regularly still. Pretty cool to see. So the 450 class, I imagine, will be pretty interesting tonight. Hunter Root last week won the second moto, or 2 weeks ago, won the second moto. Had a pretty bad first moto. Obviously, Mullins way far out front with the points lead now after Carlin DNF'd the second moto. Carlin had previously went 1-1 at Muddy Creek. to get himself into some championship contention after Hunter Root was banned from Muddy Creek after his backwards on the track altercation at Thunder Valley. Anyway, the championship wide open right now, and Mullins pretty much going to take it to the house from this point. But Hunter Root back racing again, like he said he wasn't going to. And interestingly enough, laid down the fastest lap time by not just 1 second, but almost 2 seconds. Yeah, almost 2 seconds in qualifying was Hunter Root faster than Jesse Mullins and another rider's in the 46s. I'm not sure who. But Root's back and looking to make a statement as he goes after more and more race wins, maybe to cut this championship lead down getting into the closing stages. This is the halfway mark as Neil Wells is going to come through and win the consolation race right now. But after this round, we'll be completely and utterly halfway done with the outdoors. Someone in chat, John Santi 131 asked, how old is Root? Root turned 15 in November, so that would make him about 15 and a half right now, 15 and a half years old. Again, you have to be 13 years or older to race Tractor Gaming competition, so he falls under that jurisdiction, but whether his maturity level is there, leave it up to your own discretion. I like Hunter. We were teammates for a good amount of time on the Barry Motorsports Fly Racing team. And I've had good conversations with Hunter, and he's cool and all that, but realistically, he's fighting a lost cause by continuing to try to prove his point that he was... I mean, I think he knows he was wrong for what he did at Thunder Valley to get him disqualified and eventually banned from Muddy Creek. But he continues to argue that he shouldn't have been banned, and I mean, really, it's done and dusted. It's not going to change at this point, Hunter. And the sooner you figure that out, the better you'll be, man. So, not even 4 people finished? It's kind of sad. Yeah, Ohlert didn't even finish. But he's going... Nope, Nickerson. Nickerson makes it in. Best lap of a 2:27.5. So, Nickerson, with the never give up attitude, makes it into the Motos. That'll be interesting to see if he actually races or not. Not sure why Ohlert decided to just quit right there. Kind of interesting. Budds Creek. Let's get it going. Gonna be some fun racing tonight. 450 class. Like I said, just walked you through all the drama we've had in the last week or couple weeks. I'm drinking. I'm sure Moto Agogo will join me soon, and he's drinking.
When am I not drinking?
Huh?
I said, when am I not drinking?
Where you been, man?
Sorry, just the issues around the house last minute. But sorry, yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, man. Just, I was kind of concerned. I thought you, were talking and you didn't know your mic was muted or something, so I kept yelling your name, but all good, man. Glad you're here tonight.
No, no worries at all. I had a friend of mine locked his keys in his car, so that was the joy of that. But I'm back.
All right, cool. Before this race starts, I gotta go do something for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Go for it. All right. Sadly, I'm not actually in the server right now, but hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Trying to get everything logged in right now.
And I'm back.
The Flash. No, I'm actually logging into the server right now.
Cool beans. We've got 450 Moto 1 warm-up lap going, or just about to go. It's restarting right now. Time to go racing at Budds Creek in the 450 class. Thank you all for joining us here on Star Systems TV. Kellen Brower joined by Moto Agogo. Which, by the way, I should say thank you, because I haven't said thank you enough for taking over the stream 2 weeks ago, because
No,
that was just an utter disaster, and I really appreciate it.
no, I totally understand. It's like I said, I had that power outage on, I think it was a week before when we had the tornado or whatever. So that yeah, I'm you know, anytime I can help, I do. So
Well, it's greatly appreciated. I don't want you to think that I'm not super appreciative, because I am.
oh, you're good. Just remember this weekend, get those cams early, just in case.
Yeah, I'll send them to you right after this.
Sounds perfect.
Still loading in, which means I probably timed out.
No, it's still loading in for me.
Huh.
So what's the crap talk been like tonight? Anything good? Any
Well,
drama?
in the 250 class, I'm sure you saw me streaming it, or may have not seen it, but Connor Holiak and Dade Honeywell got together a bunch, so that was kind of created some interesting dynamic. But also we have the Hunter and Jesse battle continuing on going into this week. I don't know if you look at the forums very much, but Hunter is still not
Actually, hold
too...
on 1 second. He just pulled back up. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. But Hunter, anyway, is still not, as I'll continue talking to the people watching the live stream, Hunter's still not too happy about the ban from Thunder Valley, where he went backwards on the track. Again, I'll make it abundantly clear to everybody listening to the stream, Race Factor Gaming competition is illegal to get up from a crash sideways or backwards. As soon as you do that, you are pretty much making it clear to yourself that you're going to get penalized, whether it is disqualified from the race, suspended for a certain amount of time. For Hunter, it was both. The reason why, second corner of the race, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. You know, you slide out, fine. Stay in your spot. You're going to lose a bunch of spots anyway. There's no need to get up wide open backwards and try to get yourself straightened out. It's a ridiculous maneuver. We got 450, a Moto 1 parade lap going right now, though. There's Hunter Root. So let me take you guys through a little list. Someone in chat also said they really like my title image. Race Carlin took that title image. So there's just another example of Race Carlin's incredibly good graphics. But anybody that can run single player with incredibly good graphics can take a picture like Race did right there. It just so happens that Race can also run a 40-man gate with those same exact graphics. So that just shows you how good his computer is. All right, let me take you guys through the rundown of riders that we are going to see here tonight. We've got the 22 ride of Brady Stanley, 371, Brian Haskell, 75 of Jack Roberts, 57 of August Sanders, the 24 of Devin Davis, the 12 of Race Carlin, the 99 of Michael Wheeler, the 732 of Mark Thompson, 21 machine of Tyson Fresquez, the 327 of Cody Darr, number 33 ride of Joseph Nazarek, number 10 of the points leader, Jesse Mullins, the 517 of Mike Strelo, 65 of Stephen Barrington, the 38 of Eduardo Simos, the number 6 of 2013 champion Zach Dupuis, and everything just changed. We got the 25 of Jordan Vanderlee, the number 96 of Dago Adamo, the number 129 of Bobby Bonds, number 89 of Jack Fowler, the number 91 of Brandon Berg, the number 314 of the track creator Stephen Barrington, the number 132 of Reed Young, the number 50 of Peter Like, the number 4 of Jeremy Smith. And speaking of Jeremy Smith, I want to pull this up real quick because I thought this was super badass. So Jeremy Smith, who plays this game, who qualified for the last two 450 Nationals in real life, started between Frederick Noren and Ken Roxon at Muddy Creek. I think that's really cool, and applaud Jeremy Smith for making it and being able to start next to top-notch pros like that, both factory riders, and there's Smith sitting in between them. So that's really cool of Smith. But let's go racing, folks. It's time for Moto number 1 here at Budds Creek. I'm going to look at Hunter Root if I can, because I know he got a good start on the warm-up lap, and I assume he's probably going to do much of the same here in just a second.
And as you said earlier, I'm very happy to see him back this week. Well, you know, back to racing again, I should say, after he did get that ban at Muddy Creek. So.
Yeah. All right, looks like we are still waiting for the 258 of Andrew O'Hagan to load in. All right.
All right.
It is time to go racing, folks. Live here on Star Your Systems TV. 450 Moto 1 is set. We are ready to go racing here at Budds Creek. Brady Stanley on the 2-2 Motorsports ride gets to the corner first, but he gets pushed by Hunter Root, and it's going to be Luke Heberlein who comes out with the whole shot on the 84 Splitfire ride, but he is down with the lead.
Threw it away immediately. Oh,
and Burke throws it down. Wow. So Cody Penwell leads him through across the line here to start lap number 1. Oh boy, this is going to be a good race right here. I know Root was down in turn 1. I didn't see where Mullins was, but Root already up to 6th. Penwell gets a pretty sizable lead as Devin Davis went down from 2nd, so that puts Dago Adamo, the Argentinian.
And later goes down. Penwell gets passed by Adamo.
Yeah, Penwell went down. Just missed it as I went off the base of my screen there, but yeah. Like you said, Argentinian native Dago Adamo takes over the race lead. Stephen Barrington, your track creator, sits in 2nd. And there's the 11 machine of Hunter Root trying to get around him. Oh, Root gets kicked out on the coming through those braking bumps. Devin Davis 3rd, A-Wood in D Davis is 4th, A-Wood is in 5th. That makes for an interesting discussion between these two.
Oh yeah, the two biggest shit talkers in Sim.
Now you're getting it, Moto. Oh!
No, it was funny. Like, I heard a rumor the other day, I didn't actually see it, but somebody was like, Moto, A-Wood's calling you a douchebag about your stream, and I'm like, the fact that he even knows who I am is funny.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to confirm or deny, and I could even care less. It's just, I thought it was funny enough that I was like, somebody that races pro actually called me out? That's great. Alright,
hey man, I'm right there with you. A-Wood is probably one of the biggest shit talkers that I know, and I know him pretty well. I text him on a regular basis and tell him how much of a shit talker he is, and then he tries to explain it to me, and I don't really care.
It's all about the fun of the game. That's all that matters. And speaking of this track too, we've been talking about it a lot. I as always, I'm still a lot newer than many, but this track gave me a lot of issues in the last 2-3 days that I've had it. Very difficult with certain spots, very tacky, while others feel like ice. And it's a fun track though, honestly. It's really fun, just difficult.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the AMs do when we get to your stream on Sunday night. Right now, these pros are making it look way too easy. That is for sure, as Hunter Root is close right up onto the back of Adamo for the lead now.
Hunter Root making the track just look easy.
Yeah, these guys have already stretched it out just a little bit over Race Carlin, who just moved into 3rd. Look at Root, outside line, trying to make it work.
Momentum. Yeah.
So far, Adamo just ice-cold veins, not deterred by the 2015 Supercross champ all over his back door.
I'm going to try that inside.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that inside rut right there. Almost made it stick.
Yeah, pulled alongside, actually gets a nose, but Dago has the inside, so he's going to hang on.
Great battle.
Yeah, really good battle. Now Root's going to have the inside up the hill here. Let's see if he uses it to his advantage. No, Dago shuts the door again. So now 3 laps in the books. Dago Adamo still a race leader, but Root's all over him. Whoa. Almost come together.
This is the 450 Moto 1. Sorry, somebody in chat was asking what race
yeah.
this is.
No problem. I just saw that, actually. I was going to comment on it.
Oh, and Root goes down. Simple mistake, too. That sucks.
Yeah. Looks like maybe he just lost the front wheel on entry. Devin Davis has moved up to third, so we've lost Carlin as Jeremy Smith is now fourth. Carlin back to fifth. Good little battle for the 3, 4, 5 spots right here with Brady Stanley.
Wow, and just realized that somehow A would drop back to 27th. Something must have happened. He was right up there for 4th for a bit.
That's something that we like to call the A-Wood fade. Oh, Adamo! I just switched up front, and he just went down. So Hunter Root takes over the lead. And Smith moves into second as Adamo gets up in third. Carlin now fourth. Stanley up to fifth. Davis back to sixth. Taking a look, Jesse Mullins crossed the line last time by in 12th. So your points leader outside of the top 10 by the looks of it. So Smith runs second, Carlin all over the back of Adamo in third here.
Yeah, I was curious what the race lap times were going to be, because usually AM is about 5 to 8 seconds behind, depending on track, whatever. But it's good to see what lap times I should be focusing on for hopefully making it Sunday.
Right. Now, I'm kind of curious, because I know you're new to the game still. When you watch these, because you're obviously here watching it with me,
yeah.
Is it easier for you to kind of pick up on what they're doing and try to maybe replicate that in your own?
It is, but it's one of those things that I forget what the classic, my grandmother would probably have all the quotes in the book for this, but it's one of those that you can watch somebody do something just right and then you apply it to yourself, and it's not as easy to make out as, I'm not saying it's easy, it's just, it's hard to translate it sometimes. But after playing for a while, I definitely can tell a lot of the stuff they're doing. I, for one, need to downshift to first a lot more often from what I'm seeing. So I'm usually a second to fourth gear type of person around the track. So.
Yeah.
But, and Hunter Root with the easiest mistake ever. Wow. I'm not saying that it was a dumb mistake, though. He got out of that very luckily. He tapped his back tire into a hay bale and just kind of toughed it out. No big, just kept going. But yeah, definitely, I try to pick up on stuff off them. It's just, it's still very new and trying to get even some traction issues.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious on, like, whether watching this stuff was, like, demoralizing, or were you actually, like, picking up and trying to take advantage of the stuff that you're seeing?
I mean, I'll take advantage of it, and at the same time, it just shows me what can be done in the game, which is really cool. Like that's the one part about it. It's almost like any games you can watch Project Cars or something and see somebody fly around the track and do like a 2-minute faster lap than you, to be like, okay, well, that is possible. All right.
Absolutely agree. Someone asked in chat, what is the fastest lap for a 450? Well, I'm not sure what it is in the race right now. It looks like maybe a 49.6 by Jeremy Smith in second. However, the fastest qualifying lap was a 44.6, I believe, by the man on your screen right here, race leader Hunter Root. Was about a second and a half or more faster than Jesse Mullins, who ended up second in qualifying with a 46.3. Man, Adamo and Carlin, get together, and they're both down, so benefactor in that one is going to be Brady Stanley, 2-2 Motorsports ride. He's going to go to third here.
Wonder how he feels about the team closing their doors.
Yeah. Very interesting news that you bring up there. Chad Reed closing the doors on 2-2 Motorsports.
Yeah. I'm glad that even though Grant doesn't really have a team ride right now, he's still going to get paid for the rest of the year, which is really good about Reed doing that. That's pretty cool of him.
Yeah.
So. And also the rumor is he's going to Yamaha. It's pretty much a done deal. So.
Yep, that's exactly what I heard too. And he'd end his career where it technically started in the U.S. I know Reed when he was racing in Australia was a Cowie rider. So.
Yep. Came over at 18, started racing Yamaha, and wrote pretty much the whole story from there.
Yeah. Stanley does a mock team of the 22 Motorsports in this game. Stanley himself is Australian and earned the number 22 national number, actually career number, last year. So decided to make the 22 Motorsports team in game.
Yeah. Good stuff like that too. I've tried to multiple times, but watching how they hit those last two doubles, so that first roller section after the big hill, before the finish line. I would always smack double it, except for the last one. Looks like you can double the last two, so I might have to try that later tonight.
Yep.
It's also 450. I gotta remember that.
Right. Well, it's also a thing that you kind of just have to carry your momentum to.
True. Yeah, I usually sky all the way into the first one, and then like smack double through into the last double. Then I double out. But
yep.
Looks like you could hit double. That's good.
That's still a pretty good line for 250s, though. What you said there.
Yeah, I'm running a 205 right now, which isn't terrible, but I know it can definitely go. Oh, and Brady Stanley goes down. He was doing all right, catching up a bit. But yeah, definitely gonna have to transfer a lot of stuff I see tonight.
So as you said, Stanley just slid out, but maintains the third spot. Adamo now runs in fourth. D. Davis in the fifth spot. One of the best rides from Davis all season so far. And back to Vanderlee and Carlin, teammates on the MCD Honda team.
Oh, and Stanley goes down, allowing Adamo to get past.
Oh yeah, here we go. Now we got a battle for third. Stanley trying to sneak up the inside of Adamo. Adamo's going to cut back underneath here and end up side by side with them on the table.
Dualies. Mild dualies.
Mild dualies, yeah. Oh, Stanley. D. Davis is just kind of lurking. These guys get together now. Davis actually maybe showing Adamo a wheel. Gets to the inside, makes a pass. How about that? D. Davis into the 4 spot. Oh, they get hung up a little bit there.
Yeah, Adamo was smart there and backed off just right. It could have came together and made it a lot worse.
So Hunter Root still leads over Smith, Stanley, and now Davis and Adamo still battling over the 4th position here. Vanderlee and Carlin locked together for 6th. Then Nazarek runs in 8th, and your points leader Mullins is in 9th, Mills 10th, and Fresquez, who I noticed people in chat were talking about, up to 11th. So Fresquez on the move a little bit.
Kind of surprised to see Mullins back in 9th right now, but usually pretty hard charger for the second half, so we'll see him probably catch back up.
Yeah, and it's probably a little bit nicer for Mullins as of late, with Carlin now DNFing that second moto at High Point and Root obviously being out of it with that suspension. Mullins has a very sizable points lead to manage here for the rest of the season, and I'm sure he's not too worried about pushing forward, so he's just kind of riding his own race right now.
That's very true. Also, top 10 and pros is nothing bad. So
yeah, exactly.
Up to 8th now.
Yep, made the move on Nazarek. So actually, with Nazarek inside of the top 10, there's 2 DX3 riders inside of the top 10, with D. Davis running up in 4th, I believe, right now. So good job for the DX3 team to put 2 riders in the top 10. Man, there's a chunk of lappers between Race Carlin and Devin Davis. In fact, Carlin just surrounded by him right now. One of them is Michael Wheeler.
Carlin making some smart decisions around those lappers for sure. Got hung up a little bit, but could have been a lot worse.
Definitely. Patience with the lappers is a virtue in this game. Oh, Adamo was down off the track, so Davis and Carlin both get by. Vanderlei is going to be too far back to make a move.
Good Mullins-Vanderlei battle. Well, was until that lapper got between them.
Yeah, it's Michael Wheeler. I don't like to call Wheels out too much because I know Wheels does run the race and he does a fine job of running the race, but Wheels is a pretty terrible lapper, if I do say so myself. Had too many run-ins with that guy.
But as always, we love you to death, Wheels.
Yeah, Wheels is a good guy. In real life, really sweet and nice guy. And Mullins actually was able to get by Vanderlei, who slid out. Now he's all over race Carlin. And Carlin just went down, so Mullins picking up another spot into 6th. Meanwhile, Hunter Root, what a statement right now. 25-second lead. Fastest lap of the race as well to 47.3.
And not even at halfway yet.
Yeah.
Like just about, but not there yet. That wheelie up the hill, no big.
I mean, Jesse does have to be kind of careful. Like I said, we were just talking about how he can kind of ride his own race with the points lead that he has, but if Root starts clicking off wins, he can't just meander down in 6th every week. He's got to get up there and finish 2nd and 3rd behind Hunter.
Yep, it does start shaving away, you know, after so long. I mean, a couple here or there doesn't hurt too bad, but once you stack them all up, it gets pretty big chunk taken out, so.
Yeah, right now Root would be looking at back-to-back Moto wins, which at the minimum takes away 6 points from Jesse, but right now Jesse's still running in 6th. So it's plenty more than those 6 points because Mullins finished 2nd 2 weeks ago in the 2nd Moto at High Point. So Mullins on the charge currently has caught Devin Davis for 5th. Davis right in front of him as they go over Henry Hill. Oh, Awood Lapper getting out of the way.
I'm actually pulling off the track.
Yeah, well done from him. Vanderlei able to sneak by, and now Carlin would be next for Awood, but a little ways back as Mullins goes to work on D. Davis through the turning doubles. Almost pulled alongside there. Oh, Mullins inside move, gonna get, side by side,
Almost.
but Davis has the line now. Mullins has the line, but Davis able to rail around the outside and hold on. Good little battle. Yeah, these two guys, let's just say not the best of friends.
I can tell which is better, watching them battle on track or rage about it later in the forums after.
Yeah, this has actually allowed Vanderlei to sneak right up into this battle. Davis maybe holding up the show just a bit here.
Awesome jump down the hill there from Mullins trying to get past. That was cool.
For those of you watching might not know the recent history between Davis and Mullins. Davis was a lapper at Thunder Valley that scrubbed and went down in front of Mullins while Mullins was in second and in position to win the overall at Thunder Valley. It took Mullins out and took the overall away from him as Davis goes down, and Vanderlei, I thought he was going to squeak by that. But as I was saying, Davis, yeah, took Mullins down, and Mullins was not too happy. Created one of the more interesting moments of the season where Race Carlin recorded a video of them raging at each other in TeamSpeak and posted it on the forums.
Gotta love it.
It's only game. Why you have to be mad?
Be mad at the game, not at each other.
Yeah, someone just brought up Cody Penwell in chat saying he won a Moto last year, I think. Penwell actually won the overall here a year ago at Budds Creek by going 2-7. Fun fact. Beat me by 3 points that day as I went 113. It's all right. We joked about it later as we hung out at Loretta Lynn's.
I was about to say the salt is real on that one.
No, he actually let me sleep in his trailer at Loretta Lynn's. The nice guy.
Nice. Really hoping to make it out there this year. It's only 4 hours for me, so.
It's 40 hours for me probably.
Oh yeah, I gotta drive. Well, let's see, it was 2,800 miles to where I live. So yeah, we're right about there. You're close to where I used to live.
Yeah, I know. Last year for me it was about a 5-hour flight.
Oh yeah.
Driving probably a little bit more. So Hunter Root still leads right now.
With a 32 second now gap.
Yeah.
Now he's just showing off. No, just kidding.
Yeah, let me tell you, folks, Jeremy Smith is no slouch at this game. In fact, has more Race Factory Gaming Championships to his credit.
Down as we talked about him.
Yeah, he has more.
I always like to call it on my stream the commentator's curse. When we switch over.
Absolutely, that was the commentator's curse at its finest. But Smith has more championships in his hand than Root. In fact, Smith won the 2013 250 Outdoor Championship, in which he won a custom-painted Race Factory Gaming helmet from Tagger Designs, which, again, I will switch over to this image, which Smith is wearing in that photo that I'm showing on the stream right now. That is a custom Tagger helmet that Smith won by winning a championship in this game and then raced a pro national in real life with that same helmet on. So that's just to show you, folks, this game can give you some pretty cool stuff.
Also, fun fact, that's my new home track. That's awesome. So.
Did you end up going to Muddy Creek? I don't remember.
We did not make it this year. I ended up getting the flu. It kind of sucked.
Bummer.
I think it was like 103 like that weekend. So, but we got to go VIP the first year, and then well, the first year they had it a couple years ago, and then last year just went to go watch. But it's all right. You know, we talked about Loretta Lynn's this year instead, or maybe just taking out a weekend to Durham Town. So,
well, that'd be cool.
Do something.
So Stanley has
Smith somehow held on to that. Wow.
Stanley has all kinds of pressure right now from Mullins, by the way, for third. Good
I hear
little
you setting
battle.
it down every once in a while. What beer are you drinking there, Kellen?
I'm having a Blue Moon right now.
At least you're not. Yeah, at least you're having something good. I was gonna kick you if you said like Bud Light or something.
Well, I started the night with Bud Light, so you can go ahead and kick me. But I am drinking Blue Moon now.
I mean, you live in Southern California like I used to. Corona's so cheap. Why don't you just drink Corona?
I'll be perfectly honest and say that I stole all the beer that I'm drinking tonight from my girlfriend's father's fridge, so... That's the reason why I have what I have.
That's just so perfect. That sounds like such a teenage thing to do, even though we're not at all.
Yeah. No, actually, my girlfriend just got back from Phoenix a week ago, and I've been pretty much MIA. I haven't even posted anything on our SYS channel pretty much all week because I've been hanging out with her. And we were supposed to go to Bevmo. We're both 21, and she likes to drink lots of wine, and I like to drink lots of beer. And she just says, "All right, well, I'll buy whatever you want." So we normally go to Bevmo, which is basically a beverage mart, and normally we just stock up, but we didn't get to stock up this week, so that's why I'm drinking borrowed beer, if that's what you want to call it.
The old parental fridge rating. Those old days. That Hunter route is just 50 seconds now.
Wow.
Pulled a 1:47.3 last lap, which is still his fastest of this race, which is just insane.
TBR 2-3 right now with Smith and Mullins up there. Stanley 4th, Adamo 5th as they split a lapper.
Why hasn't Moto streamed? Because I'm in the stream. I'm here right now. It's an illusion.
Come on, Moto. Why you no stream?
Why? Do work. But no, I'm here with Kellen. It still counts as streaming, I guess, right? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, another question, Chad, is did I ask you about your experience on the track? Well, I did, but you're welcome to give more feedback on the track anytime.
Can we just stop it now? Because Hunter wins. Yep, I agree with that.
Right now, Dago Adamo is making the move on Brady Stanley and gets it done. And they're trying to lap a couple of MCD Honda riders, and Stanley almost got it back. Not quite, though. And Stanley goes down, so Adamo gets away clean. Davis gonna get there as Stanley gets up, but Stanley's already gone. Never mind.
It's also kind of funny too. We talked about how Mullins need to, get back in gear. He's up in third now.
Yeah.
So points is not an issue this weekend so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, exactly. He just kind of cruised his way up to third too. He didn't really rush it. Didn't make aggressive passes. Just waited and made the passes when they came. And now he's in third. Probably not going to get to Smith. We only got little under 3 minutes plus 2 laps to go, and Smith is riding pretty good. But still at third place, not too bad.
Now, lappers do not want to get out of the way for a route at all. Oh, his route goes down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I think the reason why these lappers are not moving for Hunter is because he was just lapping Race Carlin and Luke Heberlein in 8th and 9th place. So I think these guys are fighting for points just a little bit.
Just ticked a minute ahead. Wow. What is my Twitch? If you click my name, actually, my name, hold on. I've been talking
yeah, you could type in chat and say blah 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 Moto Go Go.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I'm not in chat. Why aren't I mod? What the hell, Kellen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody as mod, to be honest with you. I need to, though.
Hey, if you ever need one, I'll be glad to help you out. I'm always here anyways. That was not a self-promote, I promise. No, it's always fun to be a part of this, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys have accepted me as the AM streamer. So it's pretty cool to work together. It's been a lot of fun.
What do I hit? OP? Op user?
To mod me, / mod my name after a space.
Ah, see, I don't know the commands.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, it's the same with hosting, like / host, space name, stuff like that. It's pretty simple. They simplified it a lot.
All right, it said I added you as a moderator.
Sweet, I'm so proud. I'm so happy I made poo. But yeah, so I can't believe it's that right now with Hunter Root out front running a 146.7, which most would try to get in just qualifying, which is nuts. So I'm in a clinic right now.
Smith just went down again, and we're gonna have 3 laps to go as Hunter is not going to fall behind the time. 3 laps to go now, and Smith has about, it's like 8 seconds, 9 seconds over Jesse. Maybe a little more. Let's see. 7.5. There you go.
Do I have a YouTube? Yes. If you go to my channel, then it's got my Twitter and my YouTube right there. But this is Kellen's show tonight. I appreciate it.
No, man, seriously, check it out. Check out Moto's YouTube, twitch.tv/MotoAgogo. He runs a great stream. You can show up on Sunday nights and watch his amateur live stream, which is also fantastic.
And you always join us for 450, so we are, you know, we could kind of switch off.
Yeah,
on each other's
we do the
streams.
450 switcheroo.
Which on your stream we drink for dualies, which are just drinking in general tonight. And then on my stream we drink on pike saves, so remember that. So drinking games with motocross, it's always fun.
Oh yeah.
That's a good question, Wavo. I know they used to have a prize. Is there any prize at all for pros winning anymore, or is that just all long gone in sim?
This year in Supercross, I believe Moto Option put up a couple $100 worth of prizing. I don't know if any of that ended up being divvied out, because usually the people in charge at RF don't go through that. And the reason I say that is because Sween actually has several prizes still sitting at his house. But for the Motorsport.com Outdoor Series, don't know if Motorsport is actually putting anything in. They're just the official title sponsor of the series. They used to give out several $100 in gift cards for various things, hole shots, prize money, you name it. I mean, a couple of years ago, 2013, I'd say was probably our best year for this. If you won the championship, you won a full set of gear, a custom designed helmet, like $100 in gift cards. It was pretty awesome. Since then, it's kind of died down a little bit. That's more or less due to the fact of people going away from the game, but it's still really fun to play, even if there's not prizes on the line.
Yeah, that's for sure. Also, big bragging rights. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, and within the community, of course, but I mean, it's huge for anybody. Just, I mean, even like right now, I'd just be happy to qualify for an RF race. Period. And a lot of these guys that have been playing forever, it's like, I'd love to win a pro series. You know, it's a lot of dedication and time to get good at this game.
Absolutely. So Devin Davis right now is in position number 6, and he's been lapped by Hunter Root, who is almost going to lap Race Carlin, who just went over the triple in front of him.
That is just insane.
All right, people in chat, Nick Uzik, man, I love you and everything, but seriously, Nate has me. Nate and I actually cuddled in real life, so that makes it okay for him to have me. White flag in the air. Hunter Root takes the white flag.
I'm going to go on board with him since I didn't get this race for the last one.
I'll go on board with him too. Final lap. Why not?
Maybe I'll learn something.
I don't care if you think it was gay that I cuddled with Nate. We were drunk and it was Washougal 2013. Couldn't help it. Nate actually drove 18 hours with me from San Diego to Washougal.
Dude, that's a drive.
But the interesting thing is that Nate lives in Wisconsin, so he flew to my house to drive with me for 18 hours to Washougal.
That's funny.
So
that's awesome. That's good friendship right
yeah,
there.
that's exactly what that is. Oh, Hunter went down. That would have been a good lap.
Anybody deserves a bro hug and cuddle after that. Just making it look easy. Of course, to him, this probably really is easy, but...
Yeah.
And now it's 72 seconds. So, minute and 12 for anybody that's not great at math. That lead.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Hunter wants to get back in this title fight by the end of it.
Which, like I said from the very beginning when I joined your stream, he's been my go-to guy. Definitely #1 on my list. So Mullins is great too. There's a lot of guys to choose from, but I don't know what it is. Hunter Root, I like his style.
Yeah, and Hunter Root does it here in Moto 1 as he wins.
Oh, I was hoping he would clear that.
I thought he was going to take those other guys out. That would have been terrible. Meanwhile, Smith and Mullins still just about the same distance apart, so it looks like that battle that might have happened will not happen.
As of right now, Hunter Root, not only did he just absolutely dominate in first, looks like as of right now, we've still got a lot of people to go through. Only one in with it sub 150, it looks like.
Yeah,
so
so
somebody else had one.
There's only 4 people on the lead lap too, by the way. Doggo Adamo finished 5th, and he's done with the race right now. He finished a lap down to Hunter Root. Just saying, a little bit of dominance. Jeremy Smith gonna hold on for second. I'm looking at chat and these people posting if you want skins.
I don't like skin. Yeah. The funny thing is, a lot of people don't know that I'm actually on a new team, and we'll be getting new gear here very soon. So.
Ooh, no more dead meat.
Well, dead meat, they didn't want me.
Oh.
I was never on dead meat.
Oh.
They actually denied my application because they said, quote unquote, we have too many riders on our team to actually win. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So Team Chipotle picked me up.
Oh
so
my goodness. Where's Corby? I've got to talk to him.
No, it's all good with that. It'll be fun. But no, it'll be Dio, me, and a couple other people on Team Chipotle. So.
There you go. All right, Carlin.
Stream team is what we call it.
Stream team. I like it. Carlin, the last runner on the lead lap, has now finished. So we wait for cuts, and then we'll have a short little intermission. Hunter Root, your winner.
By a landslide. Like, nothing against anybody out there. That was just... I don't think I've seen anybody dominate in pro like that.
Yeah, he was a little bit out front.
Chipotle. Sorry, it's a very strict list. I'm sorry, guys. I was even surprised to be asked to be in it, so...
Yeah, when you join Team Chipotle, guacamole on the extra is free.
Yes, it's free. Yes, all the guac. That's all that matters to me. As long as I get guac, we're good.
All right, made it through that blue moon. Time to pop another.
It almost sounds like a life goal. Made it through that one.
Yeah.
Bring on the next. Yeah, that's an amazing lead that he had. I agree.
Well, okay, so we got this 5-minute intermission right now. As Wheels just made apparent in chat by all caps, raging 5-minute break.
How dare you let us rest our hands?
And there goes the blue moon.
Hunter must have had some of that guac before the race. Exactly.
All right, I've had a couple drinks tonight. I'm gonna try to do first person onboard lap with myself. And I don't play first person, so this is a new range for me here.
See, it's funny to me because all I play is first person. I can't do third.
I gotta find myself though. There I am. Whoop.
You sound like one of those people that have one of those days. I have to find myself.
Oh, this is so difficult. And double up the hill. Oh, boner air. And I'm already down.
Yeah, first person boner airs are terrifying. For some reason I can't find you, damn it.
Oh, well, I'm in warm-up mode.
Oh yeah, I am too. Yeah.
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. I landed it. Oh, the swaps. The swaps.
Helen, you're making me proud right now that I'm better at you in first person. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was intense. I just did barrel rolls of death.
It makes it more fun.
Oh, come on, front wheel. It's so difficult. I don't know where my rear wheel is. Oh, nose death. Oh, we're done. And tumble, and I'm in the banners.
Yeah, that's honestly been the hardest part for me on the game is figuring out how far my back end is slid around the corner, like Speedway style.
Yeah. Man, as if first person didn't make me dizzy enough, playing it while I'm drunk is just that much better. Oh! Oh!
Yeah, people don't understand, like on those nights where I sit back and I drink with chat and stuff like that, and I try to play Sim, it's it's not a pleasant experience in first person.
No, just cut across right here, and we're gonna go down here and take this outside line and almost blow it, but we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, oh, we'll just cut the track right there, that's all right. And braking bumps of death, and we're down. Alright, we're good. Oh, man. Oh, we're good. Oh, the scrub in first person. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Caver Kinkles came into chat and said, switch to third person. This is why we're doing first person. He doesn't do first person.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's trying to pull a Moto right now is what he's trying to do.
Oh, SpongeBob! Oh, we're good. Oh, I fell off. Come on.
I hate when you high-five a SpongeBob. That's always the worst. When you think you've got the line just right and you just barely nick it as you go by. And just,
That's very clever. SpongeBob and Nick it. Nickelodeon. Get it?
oh my god. I was expecting a wheel.
Little. Don't worry, Cap. We'll just buff out all those scratches. Oh, and this has been a drunk lap with Kellen. 3:07.8.
That part is better than my first couple of laps sober.
Woo! All right. Moto 2 in 30 seconds, so we'll go ahead and switch back to camera mode. I'm assuming people are saying Illuminati confirmed to your Nick it comment.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, here we go. 450 Moto 2 time, or not. There's two people on the line. So, oh, there we go.
All right. There we go. UID grab. There we go. You know what? I haven't drank it all yet, and you're pretty sloshed. I might as well take a shot.
Sloshed. Alright, let's see if this is actually Moto 2. Jesus, man, your liver is going to be toast by 45. There's
I'm
Hunter.
fine with it.
It's whatever, you know.
It happens.
Hey, all right, here we go. 450 Moto 2 time from Bud's Creek. We're taking a look at Hunter Root.
Oh, you got Hunter Root? All right. I'll go... Going fast quiz.
Let's go racing as the gate is down, and it's a good start from Luke Heberlein and Fresquez, but Root to the corner first, but he gets cleaned by D-Mills.
Going off track on accident, but saving himself by dodging the carnage. Wow.
Chase Blakely on a two-stroke with the hole shot. Oh my gosh, I'm fanboying.
Two smoker right now out front.
Man, Hunter Root got cleaned out by Daniel Mills. And that puts Blakely up front with Fresquez and Mullins right in the mix. So that'll be interesting to see Root try to come through the field here as Mullins has started up front. I can't believe that Chase Blakely is leading this race on a two-stroke right now. I love it. Fresquez trying to get the inside line but can't quite do it. Mullins is sitting right there.
Yep, right there. And this could be Mullins' shot for the overall because Hunter Root's way back there right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But after his display Moto 1, he will charge back up, I hope. So.
Hunter Root came across the line on the opening lap in 18th as Fresquez around the outside takes over the race lead, but Blakely tried to force the issue and Smith to the lead.
That seemed a little bit intentional, but you know, and Fresquez down again.
So now Smith in a really good spot for the overall as Blakely gets up in second. And Mullins runs in third, but he's about to go to second. Yeah, inside move. Carlin right there as well.
I love that outside rut before Henry Hill.
Oh, Carlin and Blakely very close together. Oh, what a move by Carlin inside and holds the spot, so he's up to third. Fowler runs in fifth, and then Barrington, Crane, Fresquez, Nazarek, and Awood round out the top 10. Vanderlei 11th, Clendon in 12th, and Hunter Root is in 13th right now.
Jeremy Smith looking very comfortable out front right now.
Yeah, the two people that Root did not want to see up front right now is Smith and Mullins, and they're both 1 and 2. In fact, Carlin actually trying to close in on Mullins a little bit.
Yeah, he's right there on him. I didn't even see him sneaking up.
Ooh, good line. Closed up a bit more.
Yeah, Steven made this track this week. Yep. I'm pretty correct on that, I think, right, Kellen?
Yes.
Steven made it this
Yep.
week? Yes, okay.
In fact, I think he took the track that he made last year and just made minor changes to it.
Which is all it probably is going to be in real life, too. So.
Yep. Oh, Mullins, a mistake. Carlin around the outside moves into second.
But as always, coming from a track builder on a different game, but at the same time, I give the guys a lot of credit for what they do. It takes a lot of work to make these. But of course, reflex track building and sim track building are a bit different, but still, the hours and hours and hours it takes, I give them a lot of credit.
Someone asked in chat, do I prefer Barrington or Checkers? I'm not going to answer that question because I like both of them a lot, and I don't want to hurt their feelings.
That's kind of a hard toss-up, too. I mean, they're both, like, really nice people. Good riders, too.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite track, though? You could probably answer that one.
I can, actually. I don't know what my favorite track in this game is.
How about this? Let's make it a lot smaller of a question. So far for 2015 outdoor, what's your favorite?
But I'm so biased towards Glen Helen, it's unfair.
You know what's funny too is I would have went Muddy Creek as my new home track, but in Glen Helen was my old home track. But yeah, I got to give Glen Helen too. I really had a lot of fun on that track.
Yeah.
I really did.
And
It was difficult, but great.
I was terrible on that track. I raced EMF and scored only 1 point, and I'm not I raced High Point 2 weeks ago in RF, and I scored 24 points. I'm not that bad.
12. You had a great round.
So I was terrible at Glen Helen, and I still think it was my favorite track of the year.
Did you guys hear what Josh Grant and Chad Reed said? Yep, we talked about that earlier tonight. Yep. Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually grow up with Josh.
Oh, Carlin went down, and Smith was down at the top of the hill, so Mullins side by side for the race leads suddenly, and he's going to get it as Smith a little gracious with his line choice.
Yeah, I'm just, as I was saying a second ago, I'm really glad that Grant at least is getting paid for the year. A lot of people don't know that him and I used to ride together quite a bit back in the day. We went to high school together and used to go ride at Glen Helen and Paris and like Elsinore and all that stuff back in the day. But it's really good that, he didn't get totally screwed out of the deal, but I'm worried that this is probably his last year.
Yeah. DP 594 in chat says he's locals to Budds Creek. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, DP594, but are you Dylan Poston? Because I recognize the number and the initials, but I just want to be sure. But that's also cool that you're local to Budds. Have fun this weekend going to the race, I'm sure. Meanwhile, Hunter Root's up to 4th right now.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Glen Helen was Grant in my home track back home. Yeah, definitely a reason why he did really good at it. I mean, hell, we're there 3-4 days a week at least. God, Carlin making it look easy right now. Huge scrub. Where is Root? There he is. Wow, he's already back up to 4th. Okay. Didn't have to look that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, that he handed it, yeah. And DP did say, yes, that is who he is.
Cool. Yeah, actually, Dylan Poston, I don't really know much about your amateur racing, as you apparently made notice, but I have noticed that you post cool pictures of Sim on Instagram, so that's kind of nice.
That is crazy. Weimer fractured his Adam's apple?
Yeah, and that crash with Trey.
Yeah, I had no idea. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I'll never forget, since we always bring up that crash somehow, somewhere, I've never seen Kennard that pissed in my entire life. Like, in all the races, like, when he was getting carted off on that mule, that look on his face was just pretty much like, again? Really? Again? But I was hoping to see him outdoors sometime, but looks like he's not coming back for a while, so.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Honestly, a lot of people make fun of me for it, but he's my favorite rider. Like, I've got a lot of faith in that kid. I think that he's extremely quick and has a lot of talent, just sometimes gets caught up in a bad situation or makes a bad choice. But
well, it's hard not to like Trey because he's such a nice guy. Like, he just he doesn't piss anybody off that he doesn't absolutely despise for whatever reason.
And I mean, I love Chad Reed too, but after that whole incident, he called him a baby right to his face. Is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Like, that is just amazing. I really hope Root. It looks like he's only 2 seconds in, not too far away from 3rd. Because if he gets second, he'll get the overall. I don't think if he gets 3rd.
If he gets up to 3rd, he will tie Mullins on points, but actually finish 2nd overall.
Yep, there it is. Got faith in Stewart. We'll see. I'm glad he got signed for a contract for more years, but after this ban, I really think for once we're going to see that old James Stewart that races because he loves racing and not because he has to for money, which it seemed like he started to get into for a little bit before the incident happened, so. But his brother, though, Malcolm Stewart, hell yeah, dude. That guy's been doing extremely well.
Someone asked in chat, what's my Instagram? You could just find me on Twitter or Instagram, at Kellen Brower, just my name, all lowercase. Also, someone asked in chat, what does an Adam's apple do, though? I'm not too sure, but I know that men have it and women don't, so I'm assuming it makes your voice like deeper or raspier.
Yeah,
to some
I'm
degree.
really curious about that too. I almost Googled it on my phone. Google has all the answers. Oh, I know he did. Oh, he did ride for Suzuki for free for a bit, but he does have a lot of endorsements and stuff, and it's one of those times where it just didn't look like he was enjoying what he did for a while. Like, it just really didn't. He just, like...
Very Ryan Villapoto-ish.
Yes, like, very just dead in the eyes, just, why am I here? Like, why am I wasting my time and not being able to do anything? And I know it sounds horrible, but I really think he probably took the suspension as a great, like, break, just to collect himself and come back. And I really think we're going to see a great James Stewart come back. I really do. So, and not only that, but I just want more competition in the ranks. Like,
yeah.
Nobody to battle with right now, and it kind of sucks. So, but the Rocks and Dungy show has been interesting, but I would rather have it more than just 2 people at this moment. Which I would add Baggett into it. He just doesn't have the same speed that the other 2 do. So, but I gotta give Baggett a lot of credit. He's done very well. So.
Yeah. So Root has moved up to 3rd. Oh, and Smith just went down in 2nd as Mullins continues to lead the race. Actually, Smith had really closed up on Mullins and unfortunately had that fall off, but not too far back, and now Root's going to be about 4 or 5 seconds back of Smith. That was a very specific question, Limited Fusion. He asks, Kellen, on your compound after the 2nd set of whoops, what gear do you hit the uphill dragons back in? I have no idea. I don't memorize what gear I hit stuff in, to be honest. I have no idea.
I still need to download that. If anybody can link me the track, I really need to play it still. I need to try your compound.
And I don't even know if he's talking about the national track or the Supercross track, because there's 3 tracks technically on there, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I need to play this. Everybody keeps like talking about all these tracks I need to try, and I know it sounds stupid, but during RF week, I focus like on one track. Like, I'm worried that if I go to another track, it's gonna ruin my flow on it, whatever. But I need to check that one out.
Meanwhile, Smith has lost 2nd to Root, which gives Root the overall again. So now the real race with only 12 minutes into the moto, so we still have 18 minutes plus 2 laps to go, is can Root catch Jesse Mullins? Right now the gap is 14.8 seconds. Root's best lap was a 47.0, but his last lap was a 50.5. Mullins at a 48 flat, last lap at a 49.2. So we'll have to see how these guys do as the race continues to go on.
What's crazy too is during that short little thing you were saying, like, and not in a bad way, he's caught up 3 seconds on the leader during that short little talk that you just gave about that. Like, that's how much Hunter Root's on it right now. I'm gonna go on board with him really quick. He's pushing hard.
I will do the same.
I agree with that. I think Villapoto's done. And to be honest with you, if I won the $1 million at Monster Energy Cup and I've done all that he's done, I would absolutely walk away with my body still intact. That would be my biggest thing, to be able to enjoy life. And, you did what you wanted to do, and, sometimes that turns into more of a job, and then you start to hate your job, and, it seems like Villapoto really just got to the point that he just did not want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Hunter Root almost got stepped on by a lapper there. Actually, you should join us sometime on Saturdays, Kellen. We usually do Moto Talks, and we'll watch the race live on promotocross.com, kind of chat about it with people in chat and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
That would be fun. The only problem I have is I work for Verb during that.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I do the live Twitter feed on Verb Moto during the races, so I'm kind of focused on some other stuff during. But maybe that sounds like a good time. I might show up. I appreciate the extent of the offer.
Oh, no problem at all. it's really fun to do. Like my entire life is, even though I love to play a lot of other games and stuff, just the one sport has been motocross my entire life. So
yeah.
anytime I can, and the sad thing is, like, all my family's up back in California still, so I'm like miles and miles and miles away. So the only time I have a chance to chat motocross with anybody is when we do it on Saturdays. So it's pretty cool. Like, I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, this game has really given me like the moto bug, if that's what you want to call it. Because for a while I was kind of debating on what I wanted to do with my life, and I wasn't sure if moto was really an avenue I wanted to continue to pursue. But when I picked this game up and all the moto fans that you meet through this game, oh man, it's so awesome. You just talk about all this cool stuff and what you think is going to happen, and so many moto enthusiasts in the game. I love it.
I got Mr. Stickers in here. I always have to say hello to him whenever I see him. Always a nice guy.
Meanwhile, we have got Zach Dupuis running a better moto this time behind Tyson Fresquez in 5th. Tyler Crane is in 7th. And Vanderlei 8th. Heberlein, 9th. Jack Fowler 10th. It's like Nazarek and A. Wood.
Yeah, that's a good battle right now.
Over 11th. Yeah.
Yeah, within 0.8 seconds of each other.
Haywood's going to have the inside here. That might be good. Oh, but he blows the rut. And Eduardo Simos gets by him on that FanMX.com race tech ride.
Yeah, I don't know why, Kellen. Your stream looks like it's being used on a step key for some reason. I don't know why.
What does that mean?
Like if you're hitting that step forward key, like if you're slow motion forwarding, and it kind of like every second like stops for a quick second.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's almost like it's like you're watching it in slow motion skimming. It's kind of weird.
It totally looks good for me. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not trying to call you out at all. I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Huh. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. I mean, we're on the last mode. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sorry for those people watching if it's not coming across clear, because from my end it looks totally fine. I'm actually looking at the OBS broadcast, and it actually looks really good on that too. So.
All right, let me just try to refresh it. It could be it.
So Jack Fowler and J-Naz with Simos are all locked together, and that is 10th, 11th, and 12th. J-Naz block pass on Fowler, but it costs both of them a position as Simos goes through on both.
Haywood dodging lappers, going down everywhere right now as he goes by.
And these guys are all fighting hard for points. Everybody else pretty spread out for the most part. Mullins, Smith, Carlin, Dupuis. Wait a minute. Hunter Root is in the lead.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. I don't know when he got around Mullins. I have no idea.
I completely missed it. And I'm going to call out Nate. Thanks, Nate, because I went to go look for other battles. Freaking YZMXer 608. Go look at other battles, guy. Next minute, Hunter Root's in the race lead, and we miss it.
And here comes the hate to the stream.
Nah, I'm going to go stay at Nate's house for like 6 days in August, so I'm sure he can choose to abuse me how he wishes in his basement.
That sounds so wrong. Huge scrub by Mullins trying to catch Hunter Root back right now, because it's not technically for the overall, because either way Hunter would make it if he gets top 2. Oh, and Mullins with a mistake.
I'm sure Mullins is furious with himself because Root came from a long way back to get to where he is now to lead this race.
Yeah, as you said, across lap 1 strip, the 18th place for him. That's that's a ways to go.
All right, Braden Carter, thanks for joining the stream. And have a good night, man. Mullins trying to weave through lappers. Losing time by the tenths right now.
Hunter Root has to be probably smiling ear to ear right now, just knowing that he's got this set.
Well, I think Hunter right now, you know, mentally knows that he's got Mullins' number. Yeah. And whether Mullins takes that to heart or what, I'm not too sure. But, you know, the last 3 races at this point, Root will have taken, you know, a total of 10 points out of Mullins.
Oh, Lapper really slowing up Hunter Root.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Mullins back into the lead.
Back. Wow, why is this Lapper just not getting out of his way?
That's number 82, which is normally Matt James's bike, but I'm not sure who's on it tonight. Number 69, is that Adam Holm? Interesting, Adam Holm in the way. So the battle for the lead is on. Root versus Mullins. We've got about 10 minutes plus 2 laps to go here on the stream.
Oh, I hope it lasts the entire rest of it just for the hell of it. Hunter Root with a huge scrub off the finish, trying to do anything he can to catch Mullins right now.
Oh man, this is exactly what we wanted. We were talking earlier tonight about the drama between these two, and Root still complaining about his ban. And now they're fighting for the lead with 10 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Could you ask for more?
Oh, here goes Root to the outside. Nope. And the cool part is at the same time, I don't want to say for sure on either way, because anything can happen, but it seems like Root's going to be the type that wants to pass him clean just to be like, you know what, I want it fair and square, no reason to try to take you out.
Oh, and as you say that, he puts him into the ground, and Root rides away clean first.
It was absolutely, and you could tell that was on accident. He tried to push the inside, went a little bit too hard, went out into it, but still, right as I say that, that's funny.
Wow, unbelievable. So Root takes over the lead. Mullins pushing hard, slides out of the rut, loses some time. Man, oh man.
Yep, yeah, commentator curse, yep, I agree. Somebody called it out, yep, commentator's curse. No, brakes got too hot.
Brakes too hot. That's funny. Whoops, I just dropped my controller.
That incident was kind of reminiscent, if anybody doesn't remember. Oh, and Root really, wow, good job dodging that, wow. If anybody remembers on my stream a couple of weeks ago, I think it was at Muddy Creek, where Plessinger rammed into Johnny McIntyre on the final, like, 2-3 turns for the 10th place. I think it was 9th, actually, that Aaron Plessinger got out of it, but it became such a big deal afterwards. I haven't made a highlight out of it. You guys need to see it.
Oh, no, Root!
High-fives the SpongeBob, and where is Mullins?
He's gone. He's by him.
Gone. Sorry, yeah, just saw that.
Oh man. So Mullins now has a pretty sizable lead to work with here, with about 7.5 or 6.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. So Root has to go back to work. Smith still in 3rd, Carlin 4th, Dupuis 5th, Fresquez 6th, Heberlein 7th, Vanderlei right behind him in 8th, Tyler Crane getting up from a crash is 9th, and Eduardo Simos, the Brazilian rider, is inside of the top 10. So that is your top 10 rundown as Root goes back to work trying to get after Mullins.
And as you're going through that list, Mullins got extremely lucky a couple of corners ago. He had a lapper that cut across right in front of him and stopped just, I mean, inches. Not even that. Came so close to giving it back to Hunter Root.
It seems like a lot of it lately with these guys is luck with the lappers, because there are lappers everywhere. In fact, there are 2 lappers right in front of Mullins right now. One of them is Barrington. I think the other is Joseph Nazarek on the DX3 machine. So I just got a glimpse of both of them.
3 seconds now separating, already down at 1.5 seconds last lap.
Nazarek out of the way cleanly. Here's Root trying to navigate through the rollers. Barrington out of the way for Mullins, so now Root's going to have to try to navigate around him. And Smith just went down, but fortunately he has got so much time over 4th. I feel bad for Jeremy Smith because his morale after this one has got to be like, what more can I do? Because he has put together 2 pretty damn good races for a 2nd and now a 3rd place effort, but he's more than 30 seconds behind the race leader.
Hey, and as they always say in racing, you win your championships on your, you know, on your worst days. And nights like tonight is still a great race for him, even though it's, you know, 2nd or 3rd. But still, that's good points. He's gonna, you know, stay right up there with everybody. So
absolutely.
But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got to make you kick yourself a little bit, but cannot be upset with that ride at all. Kind of like how Dungey's done the last couple of years when he would somehow come back because he had stayed very consistent, but wasn't always, you know, 1st or 2nd. So.
Right. And I'll tell you what, Root is really started closing on Mullins. I'm going to go on board with him because this lap looks pretty darn good. I want to see his time here. 1.2 seconds is the gap, and it was a lot more than that to begin the lap.
Yeah, it was 5.4 seconds when we first got back into this, and yeah, he's closed up a lot. Mullins doing everything he can to just keep clear track ahead of him and keep, you know, Root behind him. So.
A 146 flat for Hunter Root to a 147.4 for Mullins. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. No, you just said exactly what I was going to say. Nope, you're good.
Oh man, this is a darn good battle for the lead that's about to be coming up here with about 3 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Oh, Mullins, a mistake. Here comes Root down the inside. And a lapper in the way. Mullins trying to hang on around the outside.
That corner, though.
Oh, Root gets the spot for now, but what is Mullins going to do to counter?
Almost hit a SpongeBob, but stayed out of it and got a lucky lapper sitting on the side. Now this is what we wanted. This is coming down to the wire here.
Oh man, this is a damn good race. Mullins trying an inside line right there.
Lit out of it, kind of like they did the last time.
Oh, Root sideways down the hill. Oh, I thought he was going down.
Oh, that's Root. That was probably his plan.
Now Mullins has to do the chasing. He's trying to eye him up.
Oh, Mullins is on such a charge right now. Doing everything he can to not let Root go. Oh, no.
Oh.
I knew it was going to be something somewhere. On one of their parts. I didn't know who it was going to be. Damn.
And sometimes it's just nice to sit back and actually watch these guys. But man, this is one hell of a race between 2 of the fastest riders in the game right now. I can't really fathom the fact that Mullins has never won a Race Factory Gaming Championship. Obviously leading the points right now in a good position to do so. He has won EMF titles in the past, but not an RF champion. Root, now technically a 2-time Race Factory Gaming champion. Leading the way now again here, 28:40 on the clock. So it'll be interesting to see. He may just beat the time back.
Makes another big mistake. Trying to get around a lapper, hit a hay bale. Yeah, 5.1 looks like seconds of a gap now.
Smith still runs third. Fresquez is up to
Mullins
fourth.
goes down from a lapper.
Oh, that's Devin Davis that he was tangled with there.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Devin Davis, lapper issues.
Sounds like we talked about this earlier today.
Yeah. Not saying that Devin is a bad lapper, but Mullins and him have had issues in the past when it comes to being a lapped rider for Devin Davis, and Mullins trying to get around him.
Yeah, it would be pretty fun to get Emig or Shaheen in here, which Shaheen was going to join the stream last week or 2 weeks ago, just for a little bit to say hi and do like quick little Q&A, and then now we switched it to Sundays, and he's not able to do it on Sundays, so it's kind of a bummer.
Right now, Carlin and Fresquez are having a fantastic battle over fourth, kind of being overshadowed by the battle up front, but these guys are really ripping. Fresquez trying to middle rut, and it's going to work. Carlin messed up the inside, so there Fresquez goes up into fourth again. He was there. Carlin got it back.
Oh, Root! Way off track. I mean...
Whoa, yeah, he is.
20 feet.
I'll tell you what, he is very lucky. I don't know if you've explored the boundaries of the track yet, but that pond at the bottom of the hill that it looks like he may have just avoided has a hole of death,
Yes.
if that's what you want to call it.
Yes.
Where you cannot get out of it. So if Root went into that hole, oh man, the rage would have been real.
And Mullins would have been the happiest person ever.
Oh, I just went back to the Carlin and Fresquez battle. They just got together, and Smith was just down, actually.
Yeah, Smith was just laying there too. Yes, all three of them.
Oh, Carlin down again with a lapper, so Fresquez gets away. Excuse me. And Heberlein runs 6th. Tyler Crane is 7th with Zach Dupuis right behind him in 8th. So Dupuis and Crane 7th and 8th. Those are the two runners that battled to the end. And by the end, I mean the very last moto, the 2013 Outdoor Championship. Dupuis obviously runs the number 6 now. To commemorate the fact that he won that title. Those guys are battling over the 7th place position now. And Vanderlee is in 9th, and D. Davis still inside of the top 10, but a lap down. So again, Root, who is leading this race, has lapped quite a few people.
It looks like Hunter Root's going to take this one again with now 16... Yeah, just over 16 seconds ahead. Wow.
And Devin Davis holds up Mullins in the corner again. This is starting to become a little bit more interesting. Hunter Root's going to take...
There's going to be words after this about the...
Yeah, you think?
Especially with the history. And it's like I said, I've only been doing this for about a month, but even in a short month, I know he's definitely a name to watch for on the forum.
And Mullins probably still thinks that he had a good shot at winning this race, and Devin Davis has not made that very easy for him as Hunter Root takes the white flag. He's right behind Zach Dupuis right now, who runs in 8th. I think Dupuis is pushing a little bit. He's trying to keep his lap. Somebody might be telling him that Hunter has a sizable lead.
Looks like white flag is out.
Yep. So a quick rundown of the top 10. Oh, Mullins.
Mullins, yeah, high five in the SpongeBob, yeah.
Final lap here. It is Root, Mullins, Smith, Carlin, Heberlein, Fresquez, Dupuis, Crane, Vanderlei, and Davis, the top 10. Stephen Barrington, a very solid ride in 11th, by the way. The track creator doesn't usually get to have much limelight as a racer, but isn't too slow in his own right and runs 11th right now. Oh, Zach Dupuis had a really good run going to hold off Root, but now actually he just got by Tyler Crane, so that puts him up into the 7th spot. He might be content with that and finishing behind Root so that the results become official. And now Fresquez just went down, so Dupuis going to get another spot. In fact, that would be for 6. So Root, Mullins, Smith, Carlin, Heberlein in the top 5. Dupuis now 6, Crane 7th, and Fresquez 8th. So this is a interesting battle between OGs to the line as Fresquez goes down. But here it is, final corner. He came from way back in this moto. That one is for sure. After crashing in turn 1, Hunter Root comes through and sweeps Budds Creek. 1-1 scores.
Wonky 180, why not? Over the finish line.
Yeah, any way to score to celebrate a victory at this point. Oh, Mullins. Fortunately.
Catch a break all the way through. Yeah, he's definitely not going to go to 3rd, that's for sure.
So Mullins crosses in 2nd. And similar to the first moto, Hunter lapped up to 6th place. So he just missed out lapping the top 5 like he did in the first moto.
Looks like Jeremy Smith with a respectable 3rd, definitely.
Yeah, 2-3 scores. Not too often that a 2-3 ends you up 3rd overall, but it does today for Jeremy Smith. As Mullins goes 3-2 to just edge him as they tie on points, but Mullins better second moto. Will end up 2nd on the podium. Root obviously takes the overall with a 1-1, but still good ride, like you said, from Jeremy Smith. Carlin looks to have 4th secured. Needs to be careful with these lappers. Heberlein not too far down, and those are the only 2 riders left on the lead lap at this point.
Oh, Carlin having somebody slide out right next to him. Well, that was cool. I had no idea you can table onto that last one. That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Carlin making it look nice and smooth there to the finish line. And Heberlein through in the top 5, so that'll do it for the top 10. Waiting for Adam Holm to come through in 19th, and Stanley will pick up 20th if he ever finishes. So Holm through in 19th, and we're waiting for Stanley in 20th. But while we do that and we wait for Cuts to come through.
Stanley with the quad into the rollers. I've yet to see that one.
And he comes flying down to the finish line to pick up 20th. Cuts are in, and everything stays pretty solidified. Up, actually, looks like Simo's lost a spot to Awood on Cuts, and Vanderlei got Tyson on Cuts. But that's it. So Mullins Hunter Root goes 1-1 and chops another 8 points away from Mullins. Good day, pretty fun race, I would have to say.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely great battles to the end there. A couple that we really wanted to see, too. So.
Absolutely. So we're going to wrap it up here real quick as the server just disconnected everybody. But thanks again, Moto Go-Go, for joining me tonight. It was good fun.
Always, man. Anytime.
And thanks again to all of you for watching tonight. We will have the streams uploaded on YouTube in about an hour. So check Start Your Systems on our YouTube channel and check those out. And thanks to everybody who turned in live tonight. It was a great time. And Budds Creek is in the books. So we will see you guys next week for Redbud. As Redbud coming up next for 4th of July weekend. But for us, it's going to be during the week. You know, whatever. I think it's July 1st, actually. So going to be some good fun. We'll see you guys then. For now, Kellen Brower tuning out here on Start Your Systems TV. Thanks for watching. This has been the 2015 Motorsport.com Outdoor National Series presented by